zone over the top.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
40's mine. 40's the mine. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And now here is another interception. He's picked off near his own 48. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick-6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Fresh off the pick-6, it's Watson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
The 39-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
The tackle made by Jonathan Abram. A gain of 5 brings up
to throw is Watson.
At the 44-yard line.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. It's caught at the 10. And finally out of bounds just inside the 10. A huge play there for Washington. 47 yards.
The 9-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Back to throw, Watson. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And Washington able to strike for 6. And that touchdown there, it's not going to get him a win. It makes things a little more respectable.
Yeah, a little more palatable going out in this ball game. A little something to build on going into the next game, but it won't alter the final score.
Watson. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that?
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Jalen Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Eagles on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that pick 6 a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession 4th quarter lead. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Jackson now. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Jackson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That one unable to develop. Never got going. A loss of a couple. And it's 2nd down. Washington looking for another timeout, and they get it. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. From the gun, Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 17. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Jim.
On first down, Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Burns in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check in. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Deuce. Rush in.
From the gun, here's Watson. Buying time to his left. He gets it to Brown, complete. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Washington. 1st and 10 at the
on 1st and 10, Watson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. That'll bring up 2nd down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again is Watson, eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. Touchdown, Washington! O.J. Howard with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. Now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further.
Eagles 52, Washington 38. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway. But when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
Jamal Adams.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing